Hey, fellow babies, welcome back to Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. I'm Michael Pachter, and I am your talent, but an unpaid talent. But if you're watching real time, it's because you are a SIFTD patron on Patreon and or you are a YouTube subscriber. So thank you, Shane, thanks to you for supporting the site and for keeping him in gasoline so he can drive to my home. If you are watching this a week late, it's because you're not paying in any way. But no matter what, whether you're paying or not, you can link your Twitch Prime account to your Amazon Prime account, and we will get paid, or Shane will get paid. The instructions are in the show description below, so check that out. And try to remember to renew that because it lapses after a month or so. It costs you nothing, so do it. It's free. It helps us out, so thank you.
This episode of Pachter Factor is brought to you by DeShazer Ryan Realty. Right now, Doug DeShazer has beautiful lots available adjacent to Koocanusa Lake in northwest Montana. Pull up your RV and access the hookups, or build your own construction. Either way, you have access to world-class fishing, hunting, boating, swimming, biking, hiking, and the internet. No matter where you're looking to buy, make Doug DeShazer your real estate consultant at 406-291-1643. That's Doug DeShazer at 406-291-1643.
Okay, today's question from Sifted from RoboLisk. You were correct in predicting a lot of games have become free-to-play. Destiny 2, Fall Guys, and For Honor come to mind. Will the increase in free-to-play games deter consumers from purchasing paid-for games? Could free-to-play games hinder Game Pass subscription growth if players are only spending money on microtransactions? I think that I've said this before, and I've said this in prior episodes. There will always be a market for premium games. It's just like premium movies where you go to the theater and see them. And there will always be a market for free-to-play. It's just like TV shows. And those things will blend together. So there will be streaming movies, there will be made-for-TV movies, and there will be premium movies that cost $10, $15 in the theater to see. Games, same thing. There's always going to be premium games. But the consequence of the growth of the other end of the business, the free-to-play end of the business, is fewer premium games. In 2005, I remember EA made 49. They had 49 titles. Activision, I think, one year had like 50 or 60, and they kept dropping. And THQ used to do like 50 or 60. And they would be Game Boy titles. It's not like they were all premium. But now, EA has like 10. And Activision has like 5. So premium is shrunk. But what's replaced it? Candy Crush, Call of Duty Mobile, Apex Legends, FIFA Ultimate Team. The revenue from that stuff is way bigger than the dozens of titles they don't make. So you're going to continue to have premium games because they make sense when they make sense. And you're going to always have free-to-play because they make sense when they make sense. And I think you will continue to see a shift from premium to free-to-play. So premium probably won't ever grow again. And free-to-play will continue to grow at a very high rate. And you're going to see publishers like Activision is currently 50% mobile and another 25% free-to-play, non-mobile, and subscription. So only about $2 billion of Activision revenues comes from game sales. 2.5. And it used to be all of it. But when it used to be all of it, they were only doing 2.5 or 3 billion of sales. So their growth has been free-to-play, and that's going to continue. I think that's the model for the future for everybody. And the guys who are best at it are the guys who can integrate cross-platform play. So honestly, I'm kind of shocked at this, but I saw Fortnite cross-platform at GDC 2018. And I downloaded Fortnite to my phone, and the Epic guy who was showing me had it on PC. We entered the same session, and I was like sitting next to his PC with my phone. And I'm like, oh my God, I'm looking at the same thing you're looking at. This is so weird. Like, how does this work? And I, shot him, and he shot back and whatever, or we did whatever. But I'm just like, how is this working? So that blew me away 5 years ago, March. And I'm not sure that there are any other cross-platform games. There probably are one or two. Nothing popular, nothing I know of. Console and PC is easy. I'm not talking cross-platform Xbox and PlayStation and PC. I'm talking mobile and Xbox, mobile and PC. Fortnite's the first game I saw, and I'm not aware of others. There may be. Star Wars Hunters, which is a Take-Two Zynga title, is going to be Switch and mobile. And they had to use the Unreal Engine to build it. And Zynga had only made stuff in Unity. They switched to the Unreal Engine because they know Unreal does it. So that's a really cool innovation. Then if you go look at Apex, mobile didn't work with Apex at all. They canceled it and they're starting again. And they won't commit that the next Apex Mobile is going to be cross-platform with Apex PC console. They don't know. So I don't think it is. Call of Duty Mobile, Call of Duty Warzone are integrated with Call of Duty Premium, but it's not the same game session. So the same game session, that's the big opportunity for everybody. If you can, and again, you obviously on your phone, you're not going to do all the same things. Like Nintendo will never do this. But in Tears of the Kingdom, if I could just get on my phone and go collect Poes, so I could trade them for the frickin' tunics that I need or whatever, or break rocks and collect Zonite, I'd be doing that all day long, right? I don't need to fight, Frox or Gleox on my phone. But if I could go collect stuff that I need later, I would do that on a bus or on a train or on a plane all day long. So you're going to see more of that. That's where I think the big innovation in free-to-play is going to come, and in premium. I think you're going to end up coming up with really cool cross-platforms. So my expectation is that's going to be the big opportunity. As far as hindering Game Pass subscription growth, I'm not sure of what they plan to do, but I don't know why they wouldn't put all free-to-play games on Game Pass. So if you're a Candy Crush player, which Activision owns, why wouldn't you put Candy Crush on Game Pass? If I want to go from playing Call of Duty on my TV to playing Candy Crush on my TV, why not? If that's what I want to do. And oh, by the way, when I'm playing Candy Crush, if I can play it on my TV, maybe I'll play it an extra 10 minutes a day. Maybe I'll buy an extra lollipop hammer. Maybe I'll spend money. So I'm really surprised that every free-to-play game, like GTA Online, isn't on Game Pass. Put it there. Let Microsoft have the 30%. They're already getting it on Xbox. Why not get it on Game Pass? If Game Pass is the gateway for people who already play games to start playing free-to-play games, more power to them. And Microsoft doesn't care, nor should they care. They shouldn't have to pay for the rights. They should just collect their 30% like they do on everything else. So I actually think that's a big hook for Game Pass, that you can suddenly play mobile games on your TV. And again, a game like Candy Crush, I don't care what the graphics are. I mean, you can match the damn three, candies. Yeah, it might look better. It might not. I don't care. So I actually think that's a big opportunity. So no, I don't think that will hinder subscription growth. Your question really is, would people pay for that? Probably not. But if I get it as an added feature, I'm already playing. And again, like, how many players of, any game play free-to-play mobile games? The answer, all of them. So why wouldn't I want all my mobile games available on Game Pass? Sure I would. It just doesn't cost anything to do it. Now, if Microsoft's smart, they'll follow the Epic model and they'll charge 12% instead of 30% on Game Pass for anybody who does microtransactions. That would get everything on there. All the guys now who are trying to migrate to direct-to-consumer mobile, which is Playtika, SciPlay's doing it, Zynga's doing it. They would all put everything on Game Pass if the fee dropped to 12%, because you would stop playing on your phone. And again, same game experience, really easy to do. But that's really what I was talking about, the integrated console and mobile experience Game Pass can be the gateway for that. So I think it's going to happen. Thanks for joining us on Pachter Factor on SIFTD.net. If you're a Patreon patron or a YouTube subscriber, we appreciate your patronage, and you're getting the show real time. If you are watching a week late on YouTube, that's because you didn't do those first two things. But all of you, please try to remember to link your Twitch Prime account to your Amazon Prime account. There are instructions in the screen below. Below the screen, sorry. Click on that and figure it out, because we get paid, our Shane gets paid, and you got to renew that every month or so. So just since I'm reminding you now, please remember to do that. I will see you guys next week. Thanks to all the babies for joining us on Pachter Factor.